Hi there, it's Zack from Vital Body Wellness Center. So we've got the HRV scanner new at our center, and we've been able to objectively measure before and after effects of having sessions. So I thought I want to compare the difference between a 2-hour EESystem session and a 10-hour overnight session for me personally. And the results are quite intriguing, and I want to share them with you today. So what you can see here with the first image I've got is Sunday the 13th of April. This is the first scan I ever did, and I was actually a little bit disappointed by the results, let's put it that way. And this was, as you can see, 10:47 in the morning. And after a 2-hour session, you can see a huge increase, particularly with the cardiovascular adaptation and nervous system regulation. Also that peak performance score as well. So across some parameters, we had a big boost in performance. I certainly was operating in a much more optimal way. And you know, after leaving that 2-hour session, I felt great. I felt more like me. And it kind of makes sense showing with the results here. Interestingly, if I show you a different scan, this is now Thursday the 17th of April. What you can see in this particular scan, again, are those scores and summary. This was before I decided to do an overnight. I knew I was staying at the center on that Thursday night, and I knew I was going to be in the system for 10 hours at least, and I wanted to sort of see what the benefit would be in doing so. And as you can see here, the morning after, you can see significant boosts across every single parameter, which is pretty remarkable. I had a big boost in cardiovascular adaptation, nervous system regulation. The comprehensive peak performance score also went up. The neurohormonal and psycho-emotional states also increased dramatically. So pretty incredible boosts in just 10 hours, in just one night of sleeping in the center. So just to run through a couple of these extra parameters, I'll show you this here. So side by side, you can see this is the nervous system regulation. And very quickly on the left is that first scan on the Thursday, on the right is the next scan we had on the Friday after the overnight. A couple of real key things stand out, and I hope that the colors really help you understand what I'm talking about here. In the corners, you can see the stress index, or the effort required to achieve balance in your nervous system. That score has dropped from 156, or a moderate difficulty in achieving that balance, to 29. So very seamless transition now between each aspect of my nervous system, which is very exciting of a change. You can also see the vital force. This refers to your energy reserve, had gone from a 44 up to 261. So a dramatic increase in my energy reserve. So I'll show you this one here. There's a couple of things we could go through, but perhaps ask me next time you're in the center. But this particular scan, a lot of people talk about biological age and feeling and looking younger. And interestingly, on that Thursday, my internal clock, or my biological age, was measuring at a 28, and I'm 26, so that wasn't super lovely to hear. And that coherence in the body, again, from brain to heart, not as efficient as we would like it to be. But after that overnight, you can see the jump to a 95 in terms of the overall coherence in the body, 95 out of a possible 100. But more importantly, the biological age jumping back down to 22. Often we talk about the lengthening of the telomere portion of our DNA, and that the EESystem in many senses is true age reversal technology. And you can see it case in point there, which is very exciting. Interestingly, I thought I better go back through those two scans before and after that 2-hour session. I was actually worse the first time on that particular Sunday, where my biological age was 29 and I'm 26, so not super lovely. But after that 2 hours, you can clearly see that biological age reverse into 26. So still very beneficial being in there for that 2 hours, but the 10-hour difference is quite remarkable. I'll show you here too, very interesting. So this screen is looking at the mineral hormonal ratios in the body, but particularly I want to draw your attention to the inflammation markers. So with the inflammation on the left, again, this is the scan I had before my 2-hour session. My inflammation was at 456.62, and it had dropped in that 2-hour span down to 228.91. So that inflammation was decreased over that 2 hours. And again, we always chat about being in the system. One of its benefits is the decrease in inflammation, and you can see it there, which is very exciting. Now I've got the Friday up here. So on the left, again, the Thursday, 17th of April, which is great. You can see that the inflammation again was 437.31, and after that overnight had dropped to 106.55. So a huge drop in inflammation. So I hope you found this helpful overall to see a little insight into me and the little self-experiment that I've been doing, comparing 2 hours versus 10-hour sessions. And I hope that it would encourage you to consider perhaps an overnight session for yourself, particularly if you are someone who is busy during the week with work or other commitments. being able to come in at 9 o'clock in the night, have your bed already made for you, everything set up, and to be able to rest and restore for 10 hours until 7 in the morning in the EE system is such an amazing way to allow your body to regenerate when you would have been sleeping otherwise. And it doesn't disrupt your schedule, and as you can see here, can offer a real boost for you as well. So I would highly encourage you to check it out. I know with our dates, they can be viewed online through our booking portal, but if you're ever not sure when our overnights are coming up, please just give our center a call. They are $395 for non-members and $250 for members. So I highly encourage you to consider giving it a go for yourself. It works out to be great value. And as you can see, the benefits can be really exciting as well.